What's up, guys? So this information is about the Moroccan Treaty of 1787. So the short version of this is that Morocco was already in existence before the United States of America, and essentially they were the first to sign a treaty recognizing the United States of America as being its own sovereign nation back in 1787. So that's why a lot of people become Moors. It's because the government recognizes them as being their allies, being the first people to recognize them, and it's their longest, oldest treaty. So you have to keep in mind that Morocco or Moroccans or Moors were here in North America, okay, before the Pilgrims. Okay, so they had traveled here. The Native Americans were here. They recognized, them. They weren't trying to take them over. They bartered and traded and whatever else. So when America was essentially confiscated, the Moroccans recognized, okay, so you're doing business there now. We formally recognize you. Okay, so in December 1777, the Moroccan Sultan Muhammad III included the United States in a list of countries which Morocco's ports were open. Okay, Morocco thus became the first country whose head of state publicly recognized the newly independent United States. All right. So, if you want, I'm not going to go through the whole thing because it'll be just a really, really long video. Um, okay. So a 1787 treaty with Morocco exempts them from American laws. Okay. Um, okay, that was a short. So basically, what they're saying here is that um, okay, so the United States government recognizes either U.S. citizens or non-citizen nationals as or Americans or people under the Constitution of the United States of America, the geographic, okay, as being the only legit people here. So though they recognize the Moroccan or Moor nation, they respect that if you claim to be one, then you are private. Okay, you can be a Moorish American and get a passport, but if you're claiming just to be a Moor and get a passport, they're not going to recognize it. See how they cut the line there? So, can you be here as a Moor? Yes, you can be here. If in fact you have some type of, especially if you have proof that you are in fact a Moor, either through lineage or a declaration of some sort, or a declaration of status from the Moor nation or country, then in fact you would be considered to be private. Okay, so it's not that you can get away with American laws, okay, but you're just claiming that you're private and that you are not under normal situations, especially tickets and statutes, violations of such. Those are things that are normally not applicable to you because you're in the private, which means a different jurisdiction. Okay, so what they're talking about here is that some of these people who are, like I like to call half steppers, they do things thinking that because of their private side that it exempts them from everything. No, you can still be pulled into somebody's jurisdiction depending on what you've done. Now they will try to pull you into their jurisdiction no matter what you've done. Ticket, jaywalking, whatever, because they're like, hey, because they're under what's known as implied license to believe that you are more than most likely a U.S. citizen under the 14th Amendment, which gives them jurisdiction. But if you're not, you have to be able to defend your information and your status. Otherwise, much like him being dragged off, that's what they're going to do to you. So, just a little information, guys, about that. So, that's about it. I probably will put this into the private section. I don't know, maybe the public. We'll just see. Although the two should never mix. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Badwolf's over and out.